Hello, my name is Amy Canham, and I'm presenting a study that was funded by the EPS Undergraduate Bursary Scheme and overseen by my fantastic supervisors Marion Kimmel and Angela de Bruin. The study is called Note-Taking in a Native or Non-Native Language in Bilingual Students. So we know that note-taking is pretty much ubiquitous to studying, and that good note quality predicts improved test performance. However, students who study in a second language might be disadvantaged because note-taking quality seems to be worse in people studying in a non-native language compared to a native language. So we're interested in seeing which language, the native or non-native, will be best to take notes in for bilingual students. Note-taking might be improved in a native language because of better lexical access, but on the other hand, if they take notes in the language of the test material, that might result in better performance. So overall, the aims of our study were to examine the effects of note-taking language on note quality and test performance, and if English proficiency mediates these effects. To test these aims, we sampled from non-native English speakers who were studying at an English-speaking university. Their English proficiency was quite high and close to their native proficiency. We had two sections. In the first, participants watched 3 10-minute-long TED Talks and were asked to take notes while they were watching them. For one video, they took notes in their native language, for one in their non-native language of English, and then for another, whichever combination of English and their native language that they preferred. They then completed a proficiency measure using LexTales. This is a task where you see a string of letters and you have to decide if it's a word or a non-word in the language. The second section was done a week later. Participants answered 30 multiple-choice questions split into knowledge and inference questions. You have examples of these question types here, but essentially the knowledge questions relied on explicit things from the videos, whereas inference questions relied more on implicit readings. Our results so far show that there is no significant effect of note-taking language on memory test performance. There was a positive correlation between English proficiency and performance. These current results suggest that people should write in whatever language works best for them. They might feel more comfortable or able to keep up with a lecture in a certain language. In terms of alternative explanations for the null result, effects of language may only emerge when the content is more complex or when they can revise from their notes. The difference may also not be big enough in lexical access because the native and non-native proficiencies were so close to each other. Note quality is still in the process of being scored. We're developing a scoring system based on the content of each video and conducting reliability testing, but we are very excited to see the results in the future. So in conclusion, note-taking language appears to have no effect on later test performance, though English proficiency has a positive correlation with test performance and may help students who are learning in a second language. Our future research will look at note quality from different languages to see if there is any differences between language conditions. Thank you very much for listening.